Hey guys, today we'll be going over how to learn Backcountry by Avenged Sevenfold. This specific song is in drop D, which is D, A, D, G, B, E. This song took me 3 takes to record a cover without any mistakes through. And so yeah, let's get started, let's get tuned, and yeah, let's get rocking. Now that we're all tuned, I'm going to go over the song structure with you guys. The song structure is an intro, verse, chorus, verse, chorus. There's a breakdown, but not a traditional breakdown. We're not doing any zeros and ones here. It's just like I guess like a refrain in sense, but on the songster tab it's called a breakdown, so I just went with that. And then we have re-intro, guitar solo, verse 2.0, chorus, breakdown, and then we have an outro riff. So I'm just going to be going over specifics through the song, and yeah. So to get started, we have our intro, which I'm just going to play for you guys to start with, and then I'll go over specifics here. It would help if I turned distortion on, you know? There we go. Alright, let's try that again. So for that specific part, I don't really have much since it's only like 2 bars, but I really wanted to highlight that I'm using my pinky here to go, and I feel like a lot of beginners don't want to use their pinky, and that's something I want to highlight, just that you got to get that finger strength to be able to bar there. You can also do it like this if you're having a little trouble with the pinky. But I really recommend doing it like this just because I feel like it's easier to just go like that, and then this will be applicable to a lot of other songs. Next part would be then our verse, which I'll continue to play and then I'll go over with you guys. So for that part, I highlighted that we're palm muting on the zeros. So let me pull up the tab as well for you guys. So 5, 6, nope, we're leaving that open, no palm muting, and it sounds like that in the song, I feel like, so. And then it's like really crunching down on the zeros there. And then for the build up to the chorus, I don't really have a specific finger number that I use for this part. I just go. So do as you see fit. I mean, you can do it like. But I like to slide around a little bit, so that's how I do it. So then the chorus is next. I'll go through that with you guys. I'll play through it, and then we'll go over what I have notes on. So for that part, your right hand is really following the way Matt Shadows is singing and enunciating his words. I feel like that's a good way to put it. He's going like bum bum bum. And then got a little vibrato on that one, and then again. Another thing I would say is a little helpful tip is, if you can see, my finger when I'm doing this is going there. So even if I'm hitting the low E when I'm wildly strumming like a maniac, it's not making a noise, which is a nice tip to have, just so you don't have to be as precise with your strumming pattern, and you can like really go with the more so the feeling rather than focusing on not making a bunch of noise, you know? Alright, and then the next part will be the second verse, which is exactly the same as the first verse, except the palm muted part is 4 times instead of 2 times, and then, yeah, same part. And I'm not palm muting at all with that, and you can also see that I'm using my 2 fingers here to anchor my hand. And this is a thing my guitar teacher had told me, is that I used to get pick like this, actually, and you always told me to open up my hand and relax a little, and then this helps me a lot with the relaxation part, and then you can like really focus on keeping your hand in one place when you're picking. So I'm not gonna go over the second verse and the second chorus because it's exactly the same, so I'm gonna skip ahead to the breakdown for you guys. And then I gotta switch back to clean, and this time it's actually gonna sound good. No one can save me, and you know I don't want the attention. And for this one, I didn't use the Songster tab. I didn't think it was right, so I instead used this guy's tab on YouTube. I felt it sounded better and was more accurate, and in terms of finger placement and stuff, it was the best. So I'd say use this part for the breakdown part, just the clean part. I feel like the rest of it's the same, so yeah. So in terms of the breakdown part, it's a lot of ringing together, as you could probably hear when I was playing. Also, I would like to mention for this part, just that you don't need to get it all done at once. If you can see, I'm kind of placing my fingers as I'm going up, so that gives you time in your chord shifting. I'm just gonna play that through again, just the first section, just to show you guys, and you can maybe see how I'm doing that again. So yeah, realized I didn't get another tab open for the solo for you guys, but that's the next part, or like the re-entry, which is just like the intro, so I'm not going to go over that specifically. Next part would be the solo, and for the solos, I use Chris Zupa if I can. He has a lot of good videos, so you can see that's this video right here. We're going to get an ad. I'm just going to mute it so you guys don't have to listen to that. But he has really good tabs. They're really accurate. I think he does a really good job like tabbing out, figuring out what the right notes are. So I would use him to learn the solo, and I'm just going to go over some specific parts, maybe parts that were rough for me and stuff like that. So I'm going to play it through once for you guys, and then we're going to go over what I thought was difficult or some stuff you can add maybe. Alright, so first part, bendy part. I would say just mostly for this part, put in a little bit sass, as you can see for this part. And then I'm just like really harping on the vibrato there. And then the dive bomb, I didn't really full commit to it because I don't want to get out of tune or too much while I'm in this video. But if you are feeling like you don't have one of these, not feeling like, if you just don't have one of these, you can just do that. It's only for a second. It sounds close enough anyways, and then you're going straight into the actual bendy part. And as for this part, so I'm letting that go. And then when I'm re-picking, when I get up to the second note, just because the sustain like isn't as good, or like it's hard to keep that sustain. So if you re-pick, and then you can go back down. So. That's not the button I want to press, but for this part, it's maybe not as evident when I'm actually playing the song, but I'm staccatoing just a little, because if you can hear in the song, Sister Gates is also staccatoing, and it adds just a little bit of sass, and then we got a big bend then afterwards, which just adds some like, what's the word I'm looking for, like variance, or I can't think of the word, polarity, something like that. And I wanted to mention for this part, the picking is a little weird, so I'm not doing any I'm doing straight alternate picking, I'm pretty sure. And it's a little weird, yes, I understand. I feel like going up, up, or up, down is not how I'm doing it. I'm doing, since it's a string skip, I'm going down and then up. So that's what I feel like is easiest for my hand movement, and you can see I'm anchoring again, another anchor point. But if you're feeling little fancy, you could also probably do hybrid picking here, but which would probably work just as well, but I feel like this works better. And then this is like the insane shredding, but honestly guys, for this part, you're just tremolo picking. And yeah, so just go like that, really fast. It's not that bad. It's not the hardest part of the song, in my opinion. So. And then this dang sweep, which is a pain in the ass. So yeah, this is probably the hardest part of the song, but I hate this part. This part I mess up all the time. I messed this up both of times in the solo when I was doing my takes. So I'd say just lots of practice. I tried doing it like this with my ring finger. It didn't work out, so I switched back to my pinky and just did. Make sure your pinky stays close when you're doing that hammer on or after. So see how I'm lifting my pinky up? You don't want to do that. You want to leave it close just because they're playing it so dang fast. Try this. Yeah. So we're gonna ignore the fact that I suck at guitar and just go past this. Just practice that a lot, guys. As you can see, even someone who I would say I'm pretty decent at guitar. Even I'm struggling with it. So there's parts that you're gonna struggle with. So yeah. And then easy part of the solo, just I'm not really gonna go over that part of the solo. So and then second part. And then for this, like, well, this is like another verse, but we have the solo over it. So you can play the rhythm part if you would like, but I went for the solo part, and that part is actually correct and in the songster tab, and I just use the songster tab. I'm not really going to mention anything. It's pretty straightforward. Just I hybrid pick when I do the. But you don't have to do that. That's just me being fancy or me being over the top. Yeah, and then we have our post verse, which I have labeled as a verse 2.0. So either or. And then just for that part, I changed it to but I think either one works, so can do either or. If you want to do my way, can do traditional bar chord, or we can do the inverted chord. And then we have a chorus and breakdown again. Not gonna go over those again, just since they're exactly the same. The second breakdown though does have a little variance where we're playing this twice. So just like that at the end, that's your last chord. And then we have our final part, which is the outro. So for this part, I did change one part, that is the... Because the tab is, if you can see, I have it labeled too. It is 148. So that is there. As you can see, it's a 4 for some reason, which I think is stupid. Either leave it as a 4, so like this. But I feel like moving up is a lot easier. So I would say do it like this. So this 4 and this 9 are the same note. And I feel like this is a lot easier to play than... But that's a personal preference. I think that's how you guys should do it. And then the rest of it's easy. I wouldn't say easy, but the rest of it's straightforward. For this, I do it like this, just because the second time we're going, and then we can just reach with our third finger, and then go back, because this does repeat. And then the other thing is I palm mute this, just to separate out the arpeggio a little bit. But it is not labeled on the tab, so I'm not sure if you guys want to do that or not. And then it ends, and then it fades out. And just like that, we made it all the way through backcountry. So guys, hopefully you like this video. I'm really hoping I can do more of these videos, or more of these types of videos, to help you guys. If you guys have any other songs you'd like me to cover or learn, make sure you guys leave them in the comments down below. I didn't really reference my cover that much in this video, but I did post a cover, so if you guys want to practice along with my video, or just listen to it, see me playing it all the way through, it's going to be on one of these sides. I don't remember how YouTube works, but yeah, and then I post covers every week, so if you guys want to see me playing guitar, just check out my channel. I also post reactions, so if you guys want to see me react to any other song, leave them in the comments down below. Make sure you guys like, make sure you guys subscribe. Other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next video.